If you're experiencing neck pain sitting at your desk, here's some tips and tricks we can try to get rid of it. The first one is going to be our armrests. If our armrests are too high, sometimes it can cause shoulder shrugging in our shoulders, which can lead to some pain at the base of our neck, and our upper trap can get tight. So that can lead to headaches and neck pain, which we don't want. So we want to try to remove our armrests so that it's not an issue and we can have a relaxed arm position. Or we want to try to lower our armrests down so that we can relax our arm and we can see that our elbow is at a greater than 90-degree angle, and that our shoulders are nice and depressed and they're not shrugged up, which could be causing some neck pain when we're sitting at our desk and typing. The next thing is going to be our desk height. If you can adjust your desk height, that's awesome. If you can lower it down, that's going to be something that could really help with your neck pain. So if you're typing and you notice that when you're resting your arms up, they're a little too high and they're causing shoulder shrugging while you're typing on your computer, that could be causing some of that neck pain that we're experiencing. That can be the same thing. You'll have upper trap tightness, scalene tightness. Some of the muscles in your neck can get excessively tight, and that can cause headaches, neck pain, stuff that we don't want. So if you can lower your desk height, lowering our desk height can help relax our arms down and depress our shoulders and bringing our shoulders down and allowing us not to be in that shrug position, and relax, stretch out those muscles, elongate them a little bit, and not be quite as tense while we're sitting, typing on our computer. And then if you can't adjust your desk height, because not all desks are adjustable, we can adjust our chair height. So you can try to raise your chair height relative to your desk height. So if your chair height is a little bit higher relative to your desk height, then that's going to lower your arms down, and that in turn will lower our shoulders down as well. And that will allow us not to be in that shrug position and relaxing our head and neck area and relieving some of that tension as well. So raising your chair height up relative to your desk can really help us with our arm and typing position, and in turn our neck position as well. The next thing we'll look at is our monitor height. So if your monitor is not eye level, so we want to make sure that when we extend our arm out forward, our monitor is level with our eyes, or it can be slightly below so that we're looking down slightly. If our monitor is too high and we're looking up like this, that's going to cause tightness in our occipital muscles, the little tiny muscles in the back of our neck, and that's going to lead to neck pain and tightness and chronic tension headaches or chronic neck pain that we don't want. So we want to lower that monitor down to eye level or just below eye level, so that way we're slightly flexed at our head and neck area and we're relaxing those muscles in the back of our neck. We don't want to lower it too far down either, because that could also be excessive stretching of those muscles and also cause neck pain. So we want to try to get that Goldilocks of having your monitor in that optimal eye level range for us. The next thing we'll look at is a dual monitor setup. So I have two monitors here, as you can see. If I'm using this monitor predominantly and I'm turning my neck for long periods of time while I'm typing and I'm working towards this monitor, that's going to cause tightness of the muscles on the right side of my neck, because they're going to be shortened for longer periods of time. These muscles are going to be stretched for long periods of time, and that's not good. That's going to cause imbalance and cause neck pain. So we want to try to have the monitor that we use mostly directly in front of us, and we want to ensure that we're in a neutral posture in our head neck area so that we're not causing any excessive rotation for chronic periods of time towards one side, which can lead to some of those imbalances and cause some of that neck pain that we don't necessarily want. So try to keep that monitor directly in front of us. The next thing we'll look at is, like, if you have a phone, so if you're answering the phone, and I know typically we have cell phones these days, but if you do have a cord phone at your office and you're answering the phone a lot, if you're doing this with your phone and you're doing the little ear to shoulder position, that's going to cause neck pain as well, because we don't need to be in this position crunching our shoulder up and our head down. That's going to be causing excessive stretching in these muscles, tightness of these muscles, could cause some vertebral issues, some disc issues. We don't want to be in excessive side bending. So if we can eliminate keeping our head and our head down towards our shoulder, like say you're on your phone and you're trying to be multitasking at the same time and you're typing and you have your phone and you're hunched in this posture, that's not going to feel good. So if you can get a Bluetooth headset, or if you can get a cell phone where you can use your speakerphone, that's going to be a little bit more advantageous instead of that chronic side bend posture, because that's not going to feel very good for long periods of time. The next thing is going to be also with our monitor. If our monitor is too far away from us, sometimes we can be a little bit too far. We're squinting, we're leaning forward with our head and neck area, and that's causing us to again have that tightness in the back of our neck with the suboccipital muscles, and that's going to be causing some headaches, tension headaches, neck pain that we don't necessarily want. So we want to try to bring that monitor close to us. Again, we want to try to keep that monitor about an arm's length away. That's optimal so that we can have full view of what we're looking at. If we're having to squint or lean forward, that's not going to be particularly good for our head or neck pain or headaches or any of that sort. So we want to try to keep a neutral posture, keeping it directly in front, keeping our monitor directly in front of us and not too far away. And then the next thing, just a basic tip, is if you have like a lot of items on your desk, like papers or your phone or your coffee or your mouse, try to keep everything within reachable distance, specifically the things that you reach for most commonly throughout the day. So if you're having to turn your neck and constantly reach for a particular item that you're using frequently throughout the day, try to keep that item a little bit closer. Like if I have papers over here to the left, try to keep them direct and center in front, so that way I'm not having to constantly turn and look towards those papers. That neutral neck posture while looking down and keeping things in front that you're going to be using frequently throughout the day, that's going to help alleviate some of that neck pain and help maximize your symptoms, help minimize your symptoms that you're feeling for neck pain. So we want to try to keep things neutral, keep things directly in front of you, and that's going to help you feel better. Comment below. Let me know, do you have any questions about any of these tips or tricks? Are you trying any of these? And let me know if you have done anything else for your neck pain while sitting at your desk that you've noticed has helped you feel better. And if you found value from this content, consider dropping a like or tipping a coffee. It really helps support the channel. And check out this video here. It's a neck pain mobility follow along I made. Movement is medicine. We need to try to keep our neck moving throughout the day. That's going to help alleviate some of that neck pain, headache symptoms, and doing some of those exercises every hour on the hour or sprinkling them in throughout the day will help our neck feel better. So check that out. I'll see you over there.